Here's a GRE algebra question. Let's take a look. So we have these two statements here, right? A to the power of 76 equals 42, and B to the power of 77 equals 42. We want to figure out which one is greater. So you might look at this and say, well, we ended up at the same spot for both of these, right? We ended up at 42. But to get there for A, we only had to raise it to the power of 76. And for B, we had to raise it all the way to the power of 77. And so that suggests that to get to the same spot, we had to raise B to a higher power, meaning that B is smaller than A. And that's certainly possible. But is it always the case? Right? So we'll write over here, it's possible that A is greater than B for the reason that we just described. But is it always true? Well, no. And here's why. We cannot fail to take into account evens and odds when it comes to exponents. This matters. If you raise a number to an even power, it automatically becomes positive. Think of raising something to the power of 2, right? If I raise 2 to the power of 2, it's 4. If I raise negative 2 to the power of 2, it's 4. Whereas with odd exponents, it retains the sign. So for A, this could have been a positive or a negative number, right? This could have been a positive or a negative number, and I raised it to some power, and it got me 42. Or I raised it to the power of 76, and it got me to 42. Whereas for B, since I'm raising it to an odd exponent, that means, and I get a positive result, that means the original number must have been positive, right? B cannot be negative, because if B had been negative, the result would have been negative. So to sum up, it's possible that A is greater than B, for the reason that we described in the first place, but it's also possible that B is positive and A is negative, meaning that B is greater than A. So we have conflicting cases here. Both are possible, meaning that the answer cannot be determined. For more GRE tips and tricks, or to sign up for my online course, follow the link on my profile.